So yesterday we talked about somebody with anxiety. What 5 things not to say? Today we're going to talk about the things that you can be saying or should be saying to somebody that has anxiety. So first of all, let me just show you the JCF mood map, just as a reminder really, just to show you where anxiety is. Now we know that mood is a mixture of 2 things. How much energy we've got, how much or how little energy we've got, and how we're feeling in that moment. Are we feeling really positive or are we feeling negative? And it's the 2 of those things, the energy and the mood or how you're feeling in that moment, that give you your mood. So if we look here, anxious is right here. So it's high energy when you look at the base. And it's on the negative side. So this is where the person is that has anxiety. How, James? How are you? So already they are low mood and high energy. So the trick really is to say and do things that are going to move them out of that mood state. And from there, where they're in the red, to over here, side of the map. So what can you say? So you could start off by saying, something really calming and reassuring. It really helps to ask them to take a deep breath, because in taking that deep breath, there's a flood of oxygen going to the brain, and also as well, because they're panicking, there's not a lot of oxygen going to the brain. So by taking a deep breath, the oxygen then floods the brain and then kind of like gets them out of that mood state and positive side. In actual fact, you might have to guide them to take 2 or 3 deep breaths, and then they'll be feeling a little bit better. Also as well, reminding them it's not their fault, because already if they're out with you and they are having a panic attack, then they're making themselves wrong, they're blaming themselves, and they're in that high anxiety state. So for you to say that, there's nothing wrong, and just take the time that you need, there's no rush, that will make them feel calmer, and then little by little they'll change their mood. Also as well, like a lot of all of these ideas of how we should be able to deal with anxiety, things that we can do. Oh, I tried yoga. Oh, I tried meditation. Oh, I tried this. You should try it. But maybe we should just ask them, what is it? What can I do for you? What is it that you need? Because a lot of the time, that person knows what to do. They just need to be listened to. And with them talking about what they need, they'll be able to come up with the solution. So what do you do? If they're in the middle of having a panic attack, you can say to them, believe me, it's not always going to be like this. Just saying it in a nice, calm, easy voice, because it's not always going to be like that. And somebody that is in a middle of a panic attack or having a panic, they really think that it's, that they won't be able to move out of that state, that mood state. But with you saying, look, believe me, trust me, it's not always going to be like this. Just take the time that you need. That's what you can do to guide them out of that mood state. So today we've talked about 5 things that you can do, or 5 things that you can say to help your loved one in your life overcome what it is that they're dealing with. Now, in our world, we have a lot of ideas on how to deal with things, anxiety being one of them. We've all had a bit of anxiety before a job interview, before a date, but we're talking about the crippling anxiety, the anxiety that is so crippling that it stops us from going out, and we change our lives and change things round so as to avoid actually doing things and going out and seeing friends and leading that life. Hi Patrick, how are you? So by doing these things, these are 5 things that you can do to really help them turn things round. And also as well, if you are or a young person between 11 and 24 years old that might need help, we have especially trained mentors. And our mentors are especially trained to listen. They listen for what a young dealing with, and in listening for what they're dealing with helps them by using the mood map that I showed you, and shows them techniques of managing their anxiety and managing their mood. So today we talked about 5 things that you can say, and also as well, that loved one, just a bonus one, ask them, do you want a hug? Because when you ask, do you want a hug, then you've got the feel-good hormones being pumped out as well. And that's something that will really, really make a difference. So thank you for listening. Tomorrow we're going to talk about depression and 5 things not to say to somebody that has depression. So thank you for watching, and we'll speak in tomorrow's video.